Is the frequency yes? Is the frequency yes? Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Last call, frequency yes, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, and say my friendly calls. Calling CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, and see my friendly calls.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Whiskey, Sugar, Tango.
Kilo, Quebec 4, Whiskey, Sierra, Tango, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, you got it.
That call sign seemed familiar for me for just a sec ago, but we never got each other in the log here. You're going to good 5959 here in the Pensacola, Florida, in the state of Foxtrot, Lima. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, thanks for that signal report down there in Pensacola, Florida. Name here is Gabe, Golf Alpha Bravo Echo, and I'm located in North Carolina near the coast, small town called New Bern. You're coming in strong here as well there, Francis. You're about a 5.9 plus some, about 5 over tonight, QSL.
Roger that. Gabe, using the Yaesu FDDX10 here, 132 foot infrared antenna, and my microphone being a Yaesu M90D here. Over.
Very good, Roger. Yeah, it's doing a great job for you. The 100 whiskeys and the FTDX 10 is doing a great job. Great audio. Really good signal. I'm using an ICOM radio, ICOM 756 Pro 2 older radio, and a Delta Loop antenna cut for 20 meters. QSL.
Yeah, QSL, I could say. Previously I was 7300, but I turned the DX. I got to a DX10 because I turned to a DX10 mainly because I wanted to have. I'm a DX op, so that's why I kind of was like, you know what, maybe I should get this FTDX10. That's exactly why I got this FTDX10 because I'm a DX op and I want to get DX and I wanted to get this DX10. And that's why and I'm a DX op here. But anyway, that's why I got the FTDX10 here. I learned the FT710s for casual ops, and I'm like, oh, I'm not a casual op, so let's get the FTDX10 instead. So that's exactly why I did. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah. You can't go wrong. FTDX10's a great radio. A lot of people use it, and it's got one of the better receivers on the market. So definitely not a bad radio at all. Especially if you like to do the DX. It's nice to have that extra a little bit better receiver, especially on that weak signal stuff. So yeah, this particular ICOM I have does a really good job with the weak signals and DX, especially with the antennas that I have. I've got a DX Commander vertical, and then I got this Delta Loop, and some days one works better than the other, but it's right now the Delta Loop seems to be doing the best for Florida. QSL.
Yeah, QSL. I could say you can't go wrong with that either. Looking at your QRZ page right now, and I'm seeing some pictures. I see that you use the radio, a laptop, and you have a wife and you have a kid. Um, yeah, I only have one sibling. It's just my sister who's older than me. But I could say though, I'm also currently using a laptop, using a Windows machine and two external monitors. for a specific reason. But I am planning to go up to a desktop, the Dell Optiplex 7020 I currently have. And I just repaired its motherboard, also thanks to my grandfather. So me and my grandfather repaired its motherboard because it was a piece of crap. So we bought a new motherboard and replaced it, and we got everything all good with it. And planning to do that same thing, 3 monitors, but I got to set up Windows on it before I continue on using that 7020 over.
That's what I actually did the laptop. I don't have a desktop set up either at the moment. I'd like to get another computer. It'd be nice to have two screens. That way we can kind of do logging on one and then do my QRZ on the other, or have the propagation or the ham clock on the other. That's a really cool tool. The ham clock. That's something I'd like to get downloaded on a desktop and use because it seems to be a pretty helpful tool to have in the toolbox there.
Well, you're going down now. You're going to a 5-1 there, but you're going very low there. I could barely hear you. But I heard you saying about a ham clock. I always wanted a ham clock, but I just never could get one. But hopefully someday I will. Probably not. Probably right now at the minor age I am right now, but probably someday soon. But anyway, we'll say 7-3 and got you logged on QRZ. Sorry to break it early, but you're going a bit low there, Roger.
Yeah, QSL, yeah, the band seems to be changing on us, but I'll let you. I'll get you in the log. I appreciate you taking my call, Francis, and hopefully I'll bump into you again on the band sometime. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango from Kilo Quebec 4 Whiskey Sierra Tango. Good talking to you, Francis. Have a great night, and we'll catch you later down the log.
Roger, that was the 7-3 and got you logged on QRZ. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ20, CQ20 meters, and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls.
Whiskey 8, Alpha Romeo Oscar.
Whiskey 8, Alpha Romeo Oscar, QSL.
QSL, this is Alan from Ohio.
Roger that, Alan. You're going to good 56 here, 5-6 in the Pensacola, Florida. Over.
I've got you about the same. Good strong signals, a lot of static tonight.
Yeah, QSL, I could say, Alan. I'm using a Yaesu FTDX10 here. My name here is Otis, Oscar Tango India Sierra, and I'm currently using an FPDX Senior 132 foot end antenna and the Yaesu M90D for the mic. Over.
Roger that. I'm running a ICOM 7300 and an NFED 67-foot antenna, about 20 feet up.
Yeah, QSL, I could say good signal, 5.6 here, but a bit static. Seems like the band conditions right now are. They're really bad. Every single band is poor. I guess it makes sense why I only got two QSOs. But I am still surprised how it's not very noisy over here, and it seems, yeah, I'm surprised how the bands are not that great, but it seems like I'm getting some static here, and not high noise, and I'm still getting some people over.
Roger, your signal the sound is clear. There's just a lot of static background, but I can understand you completely. Roger.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah. But according to the logbook I'm using, it's saying the band conditions are not the greatest. AK signal being bad, the SFI signal being really good. But I don't know if it could be as accurate, but I understand the logbook is trying to be as accurate as possible. It just can't be 100% accurate. Over.
Roger, where are you in Florida? QTA.
Pensacola.
Roger, I'm in Ashland, Ohio. That's about 50 miles south of Cleveland. Over.
Yeah, QSL. I've been to Ohio, but that was for Yoda Junior Camp when I went there over in July this summer. But otherwise, the only places I've been to is Cincinnati and Westchester, Ohio, and anything between there. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Over.
Roger that. Well, you have a pretty good signal. It's good to hit you clear down in Florida. That's a pretty good haul. But the bands are off and on tonight. I've been on other bands, and there's so much static you can't talk to anybody. But you're coming in pretty good, and I appreciate the contact very much, sir. 73s to you. Appreciate it.
Roger that. We'll say 7 3s and Scott you log on QRZ. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ20 meters, and see my friendly calls. College CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, and see my friendly calls. College CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, and see my friendly calls. Her station there, station.
Alpha 3, Alpha 3, Oscar, QSL.
Is that AA300 QSL? Roger for that 5.9. You're talking about a 5.5, 55 here in the Pensacola, Florida. Over.
Roger. Hey, thank you for taking me. I was just checking out, see if I could get you.
Roger that. We'll say 7 days and not too long on QRZ. Over.
Roger. I'm running just 5 watts on a little true SDX radio.
Roger that.
So you enjoy 73.
Roger that. You two have a great rest of your day. We'll say 7 days and not too long on QRZ. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ20 meters, and see my friendly calls. College CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, and see my friendly calls. Colleague CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Colleague CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls.
Alpha Foxtrot 0 Delta Oscar.
Alpha Foxtrot 0 Delta Oscar QSL.
Yeah, QSL. Otis. I have you about a 5-7 into the state of Missouri. Mike Oscar, over.
Roger, I found a good signal on your 59, just around that 9, just around that line between the white and blue signal, the S9, 10 plus signal in School, Florida. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, the bands are up and down and a lot of fading going on, but I hear you pretty well. Want to congratulate you on getting your extra class license. That's excellent, especially at age 12.
Yeah, I very appreciate that. I wanted to say my goal was try to get all 3 classes in less than a year. And it's exactly what I worked for. And when I get that extra, my gosh, I went there. Studied hours on top of hours on top of hours for 3 weeks straight. I took probably 2 or 3 days off during those 3 weeks and just and studied, try to get all 50 questions correct on the extra. I only got 48 there, over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, it paid off. So you got it. Now you got years and years ahead of you from this hobby.
Yeah, QSL, I could say I'm really happy for that. I'm very happy to do that there, over.
Yeah, that's great. I'm much older than you, and I recently got my extra, but mostly for me, it was just been working, and I had many other things with family and the like to do, so it's taken me years to get into the hobby, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm sure you will too.
Oh yeah, I enjoy it a lot. Seems like you got your rate. It seems like you got your license at age 14. Working with my dad in his television in the repair shop. Then his business was booming in the 70s, and dad, who was working the shop part time, was often making considerably his regular full time job. Just read a little bit of that in that QRZ page, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, at your age, I was helping my dad with TV and radio repair and VCR repair, so I was doing a lot of electronic work, and I got my first class radio telephone license to work on transmitters, but I just never got into the hobby until recently.
Well, I could say I like electronics. I have 10 Dell monitors, 2 CRT TVs, and 4 flat screen TVs. I have a PlayStation 2 and an Xbox original at the same time. I could say I love all of those. Those are amazing. Um, and I am planning to soon start selling some electronics on eBay, mainly because some of them I don't need and some of them I just want to make some money off. Yeah, I kind of don't have too much money, and I do want to get this Nintendo 64. So I am planning to probably do that, over.
Yeah, that's great. Well, with your intellect getting that license, I think there's no limit for you. I think that's just great. Otis, I need to get out of here, but it was wonderful talking to you, and I'd like to talk to you again sometime, and I wish you 73s.
Roger that. We'll say 7 threes and scratch you log on QRZ. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ 20 meters, and see my friendly calls. Calling CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, and see my friendly calls.
Kilo Charlie 3, uniform, 3
Kilo Charlie 3 uniform. And what was that last suffix? Kilo Charlie 3 uniform. Kilo Charlie 3.
The last is 3 brackets.
Is that Kilo Charlie 3 uniform Tango?
No, 3 brackets.
Okay, got it that time. Kilo, Charlie, 3, uniform, uniform, Quebec, over.
That's the thing. Really Hancock Maryland. If you got something, I don't know where you left those at.
Kilo Charlie 3, uniform, uniform, Quebec. You are very low there. You are about a 5, we'll say about 5, 353, over. Kilo Charlie 3, uniform, uniform, Quebec, still there?
Kilo Charlie 3, uniform, uniform, Quebec. I'm still here. New radio, so I'm trying to learn and set up.
Alright, now you're up to 56, 56 in Pensacola, Florida, over.
Yes, I'm only running 50 watts off the way the hex thing right now.
Makes sense why you're a bit low there. But hey, at least you're trying to figure out what the radio is, and at least you're trying to figure out how the radio works and like that. I just got my DX10 a month ago, and I had to figure out how to do the stuff and get it for DX and stuff like that. But somebody helped me out, happily enough, and I got it fixed. Set it up there. Not fixed. Over.
This is a FTDX10.
I'm also using a Yaesu FTDX10 here. It's a very good radio. You can. I think you would. I think there's some videos on YouTube of how to set it up. I didn't set it up through YouTube though. I do have a YouTube channel with my call AE4IT. I did do it though in a different way. The way I did it is somebody I knew from my YouTube actually knew. He actually like knew. He actually had a DX10 and he figured out to help me out with it. And that's how I got the DX10 working. But I think there's some YouTube videos on how to get the bandwidth and stuff like that for the DX10 there, over. All right. You're starting to break up there. You're starting to go ups and downs. Sorry to break it out. Getting it short, but otherwise we'll say 7 3 and got you logged on QRZ, over. Roger that. We'll say 7 3 and just got you logged on QRZ. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CT20, CT20 meters, and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls.
Alpha Bravo 0, Mike Delta.
Alpha Bravo station.
Alpha Bravo 0, Mike Delta, Missouri. You're 5-9 here in Missouri.
Okay, QSL, you're also doing a good 59 here in the Pensacola, Florida here. Using a Yaesu FTDX10 here, and my name here is Otis. This is an Oscar Tango India Sierra, over.
Yeah, we're using a Yaesu FTDX10 here.
Yeah, QSL, I'm also using the DX10 here. Still good signal on the DX10 here, over.
That was great. It's a great radio, and what I like about it is the filters that are in it.
I like how it's for DX ops here. That's mainly why I got it, is because I'm a DX ops. That's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of got this radio here, over.
Yeah, I got a lot of radios. This one here has got the best ears.
Yeah, QSL, and I could say with this radio, I already got a couple DXs calling CQ, such as Canada, the Madrona Islands, it's El Salvador, and Saudi Arabia. Over.
Yeah, that sounds like what I used to do. I got out of it for about 10 years, and I'm just reconstructing with some old equipment.
Well, I could say sometimes when I get people calling me, sometimes they're just like, "Oh, I'm testing out a new rig here. Um, I'm just testing out a new rig here," and then they're like a good signal with the rig they're testing out. Over.
Yeah, I'm used to some of that old stuff. I used to have alpha amplifiers and stuff like that. Now I'm back in using my old AL80B.
Yeah, QSL, I could say the previous radio I had here was an ICOM IC7300, and it's a good radio, but I prefer the DX10 because it's a DX and you can connect the waterfall to a monitor. The way to connect it to your computer, though, is you need to have an HDMI to USB adapter there. Over.
Sounds like it's going to work. I just got a phone call coming in. I'm about to say 73s. Thanks for coming back to me.
Roger, we'll say 73s and got you logged on QRZ, and we'll say 73s. In QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 in the Tango, Alpha Echo 4 in the Tango. Call it CT20 meters, and see my friend calls. Calling CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 in the Tango, Alpha Echo 4 in the Tango. Calling CQ, and see my friend calls. Calling CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 in the Tango, Alpha Echo 4 in the Tango. Calling CQ, and see my friend calls. College CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 Idiot Tango. Alpha Echo 4 Idiot Tango. College CQ. And say my friend calls.
Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Do you copy November 3 Whiskey Victoria Bravo?
November 3 Whiskey Victor Bravo QSL.
Roger. Where are you located? Where are you at?
I'm located in Pensacola, Florida. You're going to go 57 here in the Pensacola, Florida. Over.
That's good. Thank you so very much. Yeah, we got our beaming Florida, so I was just curious if you were somewhere else because I'd moved the beam. No, not a problem. I thought I had it on you. My name is Chuck. We're located in the state of Ohio. You're 5 and 7.
Yeah, QSL, you're also 5-7 here in the Pensacola, Florida. I'm using the Yaesu FDDX10 here. I'm using the Yaesu FDDX10 here. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm using the Yaesu FDX10 here with a 132 foot infrared antenna and the Yaesu M90D for the microphone. My name here is Otis, is an Oscar Tango India Sierra. Over.
Yeah, how you doing, Otis? Good to hear you, man. And yeah, the FTTA DX10's good. I was going to get the DX101, but with the way the propagation's going to go, I figured why bother? I got a lot of radios anyway, but not a problem. But yeah, so you're sounding good. The inside antenna, once you get something outside of it, we can get better, but I understand with the HOA and everything else, you got to watch nowadays.
Yeah, QSI, I'm looking at your QRZ page right now, and I see at one point you're like having an FT8 sign, and it's like crossed out. I could say I used to not like FT8, and I kind of still don't like it because for me it's like a cheat sheet, but I'll still do it sometimes, just sometimes, but not too much. Over.
Yeah, well, like you said, man, I got the FT8 with a strike through it. I don't like that at all. For me personally, it's not ham ready. That's all I gotta say. It's not ham ready. I don't like it. I don't want to hunt. I don't want to use it. I like having 2
Well, I could say that it completely makes sense. Some people, like some of the oldies, I believe, people they don't like to do FTA. I could see why. They're used to phone and CW, so I kind of they've been a hand for decades. I could see why they don't like doing FTA there. Over.
There we go. I hope it's a little bit better. Maybe it's a little bit better. I'm getting QSB on you. I can still hear you, but you're dropping down. But I turned on just a little bit of power, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better.
You're still about the same there. Yeah, you're still about the same. Still 57. Over.
That's good. We're running instead of 100 watts, I'm running 150 watts. So didn't help much, but every little bit is good. Not a problem. I got at this house I have an 811H. The other house I have an AL572B and an AL1500. I love an Ameritron amplifier.
Yeah, I guess so. I could say. I'm just using a 400 whiskey here, and that is it. As I don't prefer amplifiers, I prefer just 100 whiskey. And that's how I get DX and stuff like that, is off the radio and antenna and the power. But otherwise, I don't really do like fancy amplifiers and stuff like that. In my opinion, over.
There you go. You know what, man? I've been playing ham radio since I was 9. I'm like 100. But anyway, we used to be able to work 10 watts. 10 watts. VK, ZL, JA every day. It was like nothing, you know. Zulu, Sierra every single day, man. It was no big deal at all. Europe was a joke, man. Worked all over, the Polynesian islands, the Hawaiian islands, all that. It was just normal, you know. Driving around in the car. We used to, we were kids. We're driving around in a car, man, playing ham radio. 25 car, I was working the world. It's just conditions, man. Solar cycle 24, not so good, and 25 is not so good. But, back in the day, we used to have 300 sunspot numbers for 300 plus on a daily basis. It was incredible. I mean, 10 meters is hard to believe. I know it is. It's hard to believe. 10 meters was open almost 24 hours every day.
You're getting a bit QSB there, but yeah, I can hear a bit. I'm surprised I can get everywhere on 10 watts. For me, I can't even do 10 watts. 10 watts sucks for me, so I have to do 20 instead. And I got some pretty good distance with that. But for me, 100 watts or 20 watts between that range seems good. But anyway, yeah, but that's pretty good. I have the Zagu G90, and that's how I was able to do 20 watts, and that's how I was satisfied with anywhere between 20 to 100. But anyway, before I keep talking to you, anyway, there are someone beeping on this frequency. Anyone that's making that loud beep, please stop. This frequency is in use. I believe it's someone tuning, but please stop. I'm trying to talk to this person, this very kind gentleman, and the frequency's in use. If we're going to go tune somewhere it's empty. Anyway, back to the conversation. Yeah, I could say for me, there's some people that I'm surprised with that they can get QRP anywhere else, but for me, QRP does not seem that great for me. Over.
Yeah, no problem, man. And you know what? Don't worry about the noise. The noise is it's not even an issue. All you got to do is hit your notch filter, man. Push the notch filter in, you won't even hear that.
All right, I'll try to do that when I have a time. Yeah, I'll make sure to turn on that notch filter. But yeah, most of the time I never used it because I had no idea what the notch filter. But yeah, it seems like you got some good awards on QRZ and stuff like that. I claimed my first four awards last night, and the four awards I have are uh World Radio Friendship, Continents of the World, Grits all one the award is Grit Squid Award, and then 30 years of QRZ. Over.
Well, congratulations. That's good. Yeah, it's like, when you spend a lifetime in amateur radio, man, you're going to work the world multiple times. I've have over, 180 countries on 6 meters. I mean, it just doesn't take much, But I've just been playing radio forever, yeah, it's like nothing. Man, I remember when the band was amazing. On 160 meters, I used to work Europe and Australia on 160. You're lucky today if you can work California even with the amplifiers burning. But, That's, that's the thing about ham radio. You never know what's happening day to day, and that's what makes it exciting, you know. Someone can pop in, and they could be a JA. You never know. 3 WVB.
Roger, I'm pretty impressed how I could get that on high bands and such low bands. I could say I got a lot of DX on 20 and 10, and Japan on 12. But I could say I'm very impressed at how you could get 6 and 160 meters on RDX. I'm very impressed with that. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango to November 3 Whiskey Victor Bravo.
No, man, it's nothing. You know, it just was the norm. It was just the norm. It was done routinely. I used to talk to this guy. His name was Art Bell. He was coast to coast radio on, you know, commercial radio and all that. Anyway, I used to talk to him on a nightly basis, you know, when he wasn't working. And he was out in Vegas. I was running 100 watts, you know, and it was no problem on 160. Now, today, you'd have a hard time doing that even with 1,500 watts. It's just, you know, the way the bands are changing. That's all. It's not a big deal. Even for 2-meter sideband, you know, I do everything from 160 up to 432 megahertz sideband. 2-meter sideband, you know, I've worked 28 U.S. states, 3 Canadian provinces, and the island of Bermuda. And, you know, for 2-meter sideband, that's a lot. That's more difficult than a lot of the countries. So, you know, it's just what you do, and it was always enjoyable, you know, no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, QSL, I could say. Um, yeah, I could hear that. But yeah, I could hear a bit of that. But once again, some stupid idiot is on the frequency making some wild sounds, and I turn on the noise filter, and it seems like it doesn't work. Anyway, yeah, so maybe some sad hands on here, and I don't know what's wrong with him, but I think he's just trying to interfere with me so we can have a really bad QSO. Anyway, I really enjoy this QSO, and I'm trying to make sure that that idiot doesn't screw it up here. Over.
Yeah, the best thing to do is not even talk about it, man. Just ignore him, you know. Act like he's not even here. And then that goes away. But yeah, I don't know why your notch filter is not working. On the DX10, you would think it would work easily. I don't know. Yeah, I'm running Yaesu here, and my notch filter just wipes it out completely. You know, I don't even hear it. But not a problem. I gotta go anyway, man. My wife's calling. We're gonna take a ride around the lake in the golf cart, and enjoy some of this beautiful weather we're having here at Lake Tomahawk in Ohio. Take care. The best to you and the family. 7-3. Enjoy the hobby to the max, man. It's an amazing hobby. The guy, an Elmer of mine, he told me, he says, you know, this hobby, no matter what you do in life, and no matter what your health conditions are, whatever, it will bring the world to your front door. And he was absolutely right. 7-3 from November 3, Whiskey Victoria Bravo, and I'll log you in on QRZ.
Roger that. We'll see 7-3. So got you logged on QRZ, and hope you have a great rest of your day. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Colleague CQ20, CQ20 meters, and see my friendly calls. Okay. Colleague CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Colleague CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Colleague CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Colleague CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. Colleague CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Colleague CQ, 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 and see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls.
Kilo 5, November, Delta, Yankee.
Kilo 5 Delta November Yankee QSL.
Not quite close. Kilo 5, November, Delta, Yankee, QSL.
Okay, Kilo 5 November Delta Yankee QSL.
That is correct, Otis. I've got you 5 and 9 into Oklahoma.
Roger that. It seems like all right, QSL. Anyway, the thing I was about to say, I'm not gonna mention it. Anyway, you're going to good. 5959 here in the Pensacola, Florida. A bit QSB, but that is still going to good 59 here if QSB is not here. Over.
Thank you for the 5-9. Hey, it's good to see the young people getting into it.
Yeah, QSL. I could say it's also great to see me on here. Anyway, I'm using the Yaesu FDDX10 here. I'm using a Yaesu FDDX10 here, a 132-foot inset antenna, and a Yaesu a 132-foot inset antenna, a Yaesu M98 for the microphone. And my name here is Otis. This is an Oscar Tango India Sierra. Over.
Over. Yeah, I'm using an old ICOM IC735 on an inverted V dipole that I made myself. It's about 40 feet in the air.
Well, I could say that's a pretty good signal there that I'm hearing. But otherwise, yeah, you're still going to get signal with that old radio. That's not the rig, or you always had it there.
No, this is the one that I started with, and I like to go back to it every now and then. I've always had good reports with it.
I could say I got this DX10 recently, and that's the same thing I had. People keep saying I got good signal up there, especially this person I talked to Saudi Arabia. It's amazing to see there. Over.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about it is the distance you can get on these.
Yeah, QSL. I could say I love this radio here I have right now. The only reason I say I love the DX10 is mainly due to because I liked it because you could get DX on it, and I'm a DX op, so that's kind of why I got it. But otherwise, without me being a DX op, I would never gotten this radio. Over.
Over, copy that. Yeah, I've got a Yaesu 891 I use for my POTA activations, but this is the one that I like to use the most when I'm in the shack.
Well, I could say it's still good signal and stuff like that. But then over.
Yep, thank you for the good signal report. I am going to run on down the band and see who I can find.
Roger that. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Dispatch and log on QRZ. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And we'll say 7-3 is over.
73.
Roger that. 7-3s. And QRZ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ20, CQ20 meters. And see my for any calls. Gosh. It just doesn't shut up, does it? College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my for any calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my for any calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friend calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friend calls. College CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. College CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls.
Kilo Echo 9 Bravo Lima Golf.
Kilo Echo 9 Bravo Lima Golf, QSL.
QSL, that's correct. Name is John, Juliet Oscar November, and I'm in the state of Indiana.
Roger that, John. You're going to good 5555 here in the Pensacola Foxtrot Lima here. And my name here is Otis, is an Oscar Tango India Sierra. And I'm using the Yaesu FTDX 10 here and a 132 antenna. Over.
Roger that. I've got you coming in around a 5.7 here in Indiana. I'm using an ICOM 7300 and I have a Zygu VG4 4-band antenna.
Well, I could say the antenna is going just about a 5.7 here in the Pensacola once again. But yeah, seems like the fans don't seem that great according to my opinion I'm seeing. But they might, I don't know. But anyway, I'm looking at your QRZ page, and it looks like you have a Zygu G90, looks like you have a G90. I also have a G90 myself here. And I use it for portable and POTA. And I've done a couple DX with it. Oh, Zygu G4. Oh, wait, hold up. I could say it's an amazing radio that I have here. Over.
Roger that. I agree with you. I had the G90 as my main radio up until a few weeks ago. I just purchased the 7300, so I did an upgrade, but I've made contacts all over the world with the G90. I've also got the XTA 125D amplifier for it to kick it up to 100, which if you don't have it, I wouldn't waste the money. Just to let you know, keep it at the 20. It seems to be a lot more fun. But yeah, it's a great little radio. I still use it. My plan is to eventually put it in the Go box and probably take it portable, do some POTA and stuff with it. Roger?
Yeah, QSL, I could say. Yeah. It seems like you got a good station there. It seems like I could say I have I have a laptop, two monitors, another monitor laying here, and I don't even use. I am planning to go desktop, so that's why there's a fourth monitor. And just like one radio here, and that seems like that's all I have here. Over.
That's not a bad start. I mean, you got a good start going on. I read your QRZ page. You're 12 years old and got your amateur extra already. Congrats, man. That is awesome. I have a son that's 11. I wish he would get into amateur radio, but I get to convince him on it. So it's good to see the younger generation coming into it and getting into it.
Well, you're going down the noise now, but I could say thanks for that. I could say I love being in extra class. That's what I got this call sign right when I got my fight for it, and I got the call here. But I do have the previous call sign, November 2, Foxtrot Echo Tango.
Roger that. I see that too. Yeah, you're accomplishing quite a bit pretty quick, so keep it up, man. I think that's awesome, and hopefully you can inspire some other young kids to get into the radio and into the hobby and be able to influence some of the people out there.
Well, I could say I did try to do it to I tried it convince my class to be some, but sadly they just didn't do it. And I knew some other young hams that did some of their classmates to be it, and it makes me feel very shameful that I didn't. That I tried, but I could never convince them to be one. Over.
Well, don't feel ashamed over that, my friend, because sometimes it takes a while, but when people see you having fun and doing stuff, eventually they'll come around. I've had a lot of people start taking interest, and I just talk to them and tell them what we do, and that's all you can, and it might pique the interest of some people. Hopefully they'll get an interest at some point. I don't know if you've ever messed with like satellites or anything like that, doing satellite communication, but I know a lot of younger people seem to get pretty interested in that because they think it's pretty cool, like talking to the space station or something like that. So that's always a possibility to throw that out there.
Well, you're starting to get down there. You're starting to get down there, but I can barely hear you. I can, but like I don't know how to explain it. You're starting to get down there in the noise. But I'm sorry to break it, but we'll say 7 3
Yeah, roger that. I got you fading too, so I'm going to say 73, and good luck, man. Have fun.
Ron Vowels, they 7 3 and not too long on QRZ. QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CT20, CT20 meters, and seeing my pretty calls. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Calling CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friend calls.
Kilo Golf 5, Kilo Papa uniform.
Kilo Golf 5 station, Kilo Golf 5.
Kilo Golf 5, Kilo Papa uniform. KG5 KPU, David in Texas.
Okay, roger that, David. I got Kilo Golf 5, Kilo Papa uniform, QSL.
Roger that. Is this Otis in Pensacola?
That is correct.
Yeah, you have a good signal. 5x9. I was just texting back and forth with some of the guys in the ham radio club who said that they were getting warnings that HF conditions were terrible and there was a storm and nobody could talk. And so I turned on the radio and my waterfall is full, and here you and I are. So apparently all the naysayers are wrong right now.
Yeah, QSL, even the logbook that I use, they even their website says the band is sucky. But I got already 10 fuses in total. More of them being confirmed than not confirmed in the logbook. And then the other logbook, just only one's confirmed. But anyway, I'm hearing that too, and I see band backed. But I got this lucky frequency here. Over.
Well, it is definitely working, Otis. I tell you what, I'm gonna get out of here so I can text the guys in the club saying, "Nah, you're wrong. I just talked to Otis." And I'm sure there's, excuse me, I'm not feeling too well tonight. There's probably some other folks want to get in touch with you, since it says here that you're 12 years old and got your amateur extra license a couple of months ago. So congratulations on that, sir. Fine job, young man. This is Kilo Golf 5, Kilo Papa uniform, and I'll be clear on your final.
Well, yeah, thanks for the compliment there. I always let people appreciate me of that. Even when it comes to this day, I still appreciate it. Yeah. I will say 7 3 and got you log on. Where is that? Over. All right then. 7 3 and got you log on. QRZ. And QRZ. This is Alpha Echo 4 Idiot Tango. Alpha Echo 4 Idiot Tango. Call is CT20, CT20 meters, and see my friend calls. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Call it CQ, CQ, CQ. And see my friendly calls.
Alpha India 4 India Tango from Kilo Charlie 9 India Lima.
The call here is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. I got Kilo Charlie 9.
Okay, Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. This is Kilo Charlie 9 India Lima. Good evening.
Okay, so I got Kilo Charlie 9 India Lima here. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. You're going about 5-5, 55.
Okay, very good. You are 5757 into Illinois. I do not see you on the spotting page. Would you like me to spot you?
What does that mean?
Well, that would allow hunters to see on the POTA website that you are out there and looking to make contact. What park are you at?
I'm not Coda. I'm just calling Steve at home. Over.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were calling CQ POTA. Well, then, never mind what I said. No, you sound good up here tonight into the Chicago area. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. That's completely okay. Some people always think that too. That I'm always calling CQ Coda, but there's a very few times when I do that. But I'm always calling CQ at home 99% of the time. But that's completely okay. People make that mistake. Um, but yeah, anyway, using a Yaesu FPDX10 here, 132-foot infed antenna. My name here is Otis, is an Oscar Congo AES Sierra. Over.
Okay there, Otis. Very good. Dan took a little bit of a fade there, but you're still okay. Name on this end is Ben. It's the Alpha Romeo Radio Alpha November, and located about 25 miles northwest of Chicago. And the rig on this end is an Icon 7610 running 100 watts to a G5RV that is about 45 feet. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess so. I could say, you're going a bit up season, down season with that 7610 here. I could say, you're going up to 5.7 sometimes, they're as low as a 5.3 there. Over.
Well, that happens. And actually, band conditions the last couple days have not been very good. So, I operated for about an hour this afternoon in a CW event that we do every week. And the signals were noticeably weaker today than normal.
Yeah, that's why I can even say, I could say, for me, it was open. All right, it was like open for me, and I decided to go test it out. To see if 6 meters was open when 10 meters was open for me and 15, but I did not hear anything on 6. Over.
Well, yeah, 6 has been kind of disappointing lately, and if you do hear any activity, it tends to be FT8.
QSL there. I mostly look for the single sideband over the FTA. I haven't done FTA in some time, but not very interested in it either since I've got a lot of QSOs and single sideband on CQ over.
Well, and I'm primarily a CW operator, so I was just kind of spinning through the band, and I was doing something else. I heard you calling because you've been here for a while, and I just for some reason thought you were calling Coda, but looked up your choice website, and I see that you're 12 years old and recently got your license, so congratulations on that. That's very cool. Do you have other family members who are ham operators over?
Yeah, QSL, I do. I only have two. My uncle is 1 Kilo Golf 5 Tango Victor Mike, which is completely outdated. But which is completely outdated, like his address and stuff like that. But his address and stuff is completely outdated. But he barely does it. And my grandfather too, November Echo 4 Echo Hotel. He he's also a ham, but he doesn't also use it too much either. Also, I'm using the radio probably a couple of times. That's it. As I'm the only one that's super active on the air. Over.
KC9IL returning. Well, that's very good. You know what? You can blaze some new territory there for the family and get involved with some of the newer modes that your uncle or your grandpa probably either didn't know about or never had a chance to operate. My wife's grandfather was licensed back in the 1930s, and he was still around until the 90s. So the only thing he really experienced different from when he was younger was repeaters. But none of these digital modes and digital HF modes and voice modes and things like that. So you can tell folks that it's not your daddy's ham radio. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Back to you, Otis from KC9IL.
I could say I completely agree with you. It's not some grandpa ham radio or something like that. Now, even one time I talked to this 10-year-old and he's like, I think I'm not old enough to do ham radio. And I'm like, okay, listen here, brother. You could do it anytime you want. You could literally start right now if you wanted to. I literally heard some people starting around age 7 and age 8 here. Over.
Oh, absolutely. And don't worry if somebody says, well, you're too young to really understand it all. None of us knew everything when we first got licensed. I've been doing this, it'll be 50 years for me next year. I got my license when I was 22, and I didn't know anything. It is a license for lifetime learning, and that's what makes it fun. But, we've got some younger hams around here. There's a young lady who lives northwest of me. I think she's like 11 or 12 years old, and she's already, really good on the air. No mic fright or anything like that. So it's, really good to see younger folks getting interested in the hobby and teach us old dogs some new tricks. Over.
Yeah, QSL, I could even say, yeah, I absolutely love being on the air. And I feel like I'm also really good on it. I feel like I'm also a really good one doing CQing. That's how I feel about it. But otherwise, yeah, when I tell some people about it, they're like, when I tell people, when I go, okay, so when I go tell people the next meeting, guys, guess what? I got in, okay? I have gotten over 100 cases in this 1 week. They're gonna be like, okay, that is amazing, okay? Absolutely amazing. And I'll be absolutely, yeah, they'll be absolutely amazed for me to get over 100 cases in just a month. Over.
Well, if we're coming up on contest season where we've got these worldwide as well as domestic contests, and if the conditions are good on one of these contest weekends, you can get DXCC in a weekend, so successfully working 100 different countries in just one weekend. So, if you get the chance to spend the weekend trying to do something like that, that is a very cool accomplishment if you can do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, QSL. If that ever does happen, I will always take that opportunity to do that the best I can. Over.
Well, it sounds like you're pretty enthusiastic about the hobby, and that's great. So, anyway, it was nice meeting you there, Otis. I'm going to jump out of here and see if we can get some more people. Your signal's holding up pretty well. And like you say, calling CQ, the secret is to stay with it. Just keep calling, and people will be tuning up and down the band, and they'll hear you, and then they can answer you. But it was a pleasure to meet you. Good luck on your journey, and hope you continue to have fun with it. And we'll let you go and see if we can get some more folks here this evening. Again, pleasure meeting you. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango 73 there, Otis, and I will stand by in your final. This is Kilo Charlie 9 India Lima near Chicago.
Roger that. We'll say 7-3. Got you logged on QRZ. Nice meeting you here, Rarian. We'll say 7-3 and got you logged on QRZ. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Taking any last calls, any last calls, any last calls. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango and standing by. Kilo Charlie 5. I got Kilo Charlie 5, Juliet something Sierra. Kilo Charlie 5, Juliet Station. You're very low, very low. I can't get the suffix before, after Juliet and before Sierra. What is that suffix there? Kilo Charlie 5 Station. Last call. Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Victor Sierra, QSL. Okay, QSL, you're going to about 5353 here in the Pensacola, Florida. Roger by the 5-5 in Oklahoma. I'm currently using the Yaesu FTDX10 here. And my name here is Otis, is an Oscar Congo India Sierra, and I'm also using a 132 foot infrared antenna here. Right, thank you, QSL 673, and got you on QRZ. And QRZ, this is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. We're going to QSL this frequency here, the Indiana Matthias. We'll say 7-3s. Hope you guys get you along on QRZ, and hope to get you down anyone who is listening here down the flex in 7-3s, y'all. This is Alpha Echo 4 India Tango.
7-3, y'all have fun.
Thank you so much, Marcio. Mr. Face, 73s, QRZ.
Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. Alpha Echo 4 India Tango.
Otis, Alpha Echo 4, India Tango. How you doing?
Doing good here, Julie. You're going to amazing 59 in the Pensacola, Florida. Over.
You are coming in 5.9 plus. I think that this may be the very clearest we've ever heard you.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, I remember sometimes you're upsies and downsies on 40. I could say it's also probably the first time you're very clear here. Over.
That is awesome. That's Alpha Echo 4 India Tango. There you are, Francis. Sorry, my bad. My World Radio League's catching up because we're running so much stuff. But say hi to Vaughn.
Hi, Vaughn.
All right. What was that for? That was something caught me off guard there, but pretty funny there. Over.
I try, brother. I try. I hope you're having a great week, and it was good to hear you in there. Sounding great tonight on our end, also.
Roger that, Vaughn.
All right, buddy. We're going to keep on going down the logbook here, and we look forward to catching you this weekend. We're going to be traveling, so try to catch us while we're in the parks. We're going to be in Georgia and South Carolina. So thanks so much, my friend. Big 7-3s.
Roger, I'll make sure I'll be there at 7-3s.
All right, 7-3s. All right, let's see here. Kilo Golf 4, Victor Echo Tango. Kilo Juliet 4, Uniform Lima Zulu. US 8373. Let's try to spread them out. Let's get 2 or 3. QRZ. Kilo Echo 4, Papa Tango Pop. Bravo Echo. Kilo Delta 4, Romeo Victor Bravo.
Okay, well, that's going to be it for the day. My ears are starting to hurt, and I got to hop off. Otherwise, if you guys have not, it's also about basic stuff and listen to talking. I'll see you guys later in 7-3s. Have a great rest of your night, y'all. I'll probably be streaming here tomorrow, but once again, that depends. So I'll see 7-3s and hope to get you guys down the log soon. 7-3s, y'all. This is A4IT.